Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Proverbs 375. Proverb today is justice is blind. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says justice is blind, it means that justice is supposed to be given out impartially, without any regard to one's wealth, power, or status. So it shouldn't matter if you are very wealthy or very powerful or have this high status level. The justice is supposed to be given out equal for all people. At least that's the idea behind the phrase. The origin of the phrase derives from the personification of Lady Justice. Remember, you often see that statue of Lady Justice. So, and remember, when we say to personify, it means we give human qualities to something that's not really human. Just like we do with Mother Nature. Sometimes if a storm or an earthquake strikes, we say that, Mother Nature was angry. So in the same sense, we give human qualities to justice by referring to her as Lady Justice. All right, let's continue. The Romans called her Justitia and represented her with a sword in one hand and a scale in the other. So the scale, of course, is to measure the evidence, and the sword, of course, is the quick punishment if you're guilty. Okay. It was only in the 1500s that Justitia was represented as blind. So the Romans did not represent her as blind. The earliest known statue of a blind Justitia is by Hans Gleng's 1543 statue called The Fountain of Justice in Bern, Switzerland. She is represented with a blindfold over her eyes, to show that she is blind. Okay. And we got 4 examples to show just how this is used. Here's the first one. The idea behind the proverb "justice is blind" is that a person is only supposed to be judged by the facts and evidence, and a court is not supposed to pick favorites or be corrupted by outside sources. Again, at least that's the idea. Number 2, in the movies, sometimes you will hear a judge say justice is blind, but in reality, it is not always so. Now, I would say sometimes justice really does happen. Some guilty people are found guilty, and some innocent people are actually proved to be innocent and set free. But we do know that sometimes rich and wealthy people sometimes do get away with crimes, at least a lot more than poor people or average people. Sometimes judges are bribed and corrupted. Sometimes they're picked by certain political parties or something to favor certain outcomes. So we know in reality, justice is not always so blind. Okay, let's continue. Number 3, the blindfold on the statue of Justitia represents impartiality. That is why justice is blind. Like, they're not supposed to be able to see, the status or power or wealth of people. All right. And number 4, Justitia, who represents justice is blind, was the goddess of justice to the Romans. So that's the idea behind it. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.